Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD. Welcome to the BetRivers 200 at Dover Motor Speedway. Race 20 for the... Hold on a minute. I'm not even sure if that's right or not. Hold on a minute. I feel like it's been a while, even though it hasn't been... it's been a while since I've done an Xfinity stream. Welcome to the BetRivers 200. Race 20 of 33 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series in 2025. 7 races to go until the playoffs, and now we're at the Monster Mile. The track where Carson Kvapil last year almost won in just his second start, till Ryan Truex got him on the last restart. He's one of the 8 rookies in the field looking to win. 2 rookies have already won the season, Zilich and Sanchez. Another one, Taylor Gray, is on pole, currently 22 points above the cut line. Let's see if he can find his way over the hump. Or, if you know, what am I saying? Can he continue to keep his spot over the hump? Can he win? Important questions to find out as we begin this odyssey, this 200-lap odyssey. And currently, we are waiting. I got the Donkey Kong Bonanza recently, so I've been having a blast playing. And I'm still in the first area, just trying to find as much stuff as I can. The way the game is designed, you don't even need to look up a walkthrough if you're trying to find stuff, because if you're persistent, you can just find stuff on your own. It's like Mario Odyssey is not only can you explore everywhere, you can do anything you want with the area, basically. Like you can make your own, literally make your own path. And there's lots of collectibles to find, just like in DK64 and whatnot. Alright, so I'm just waiting for the command at this point.
Going to be one to keep your eye on. He won the ARCA East race here back in 2022. Dylan.
And Kim, even though Dover is a unique racetrack, the 20 team and Brandon Jones are glad to be back to some normalcy on the schedule for the rest of the summer. The recent road courses presented some challenges for them, but also presented racecraft progress for Brandon personally, and that has him feeling confident moving forward with some ovals coming up. Their car wasn't perfect this morning, but still fast. This is a place he and crew chief Sam McCauley know well, too. They start 4th this afternoon. Weather's cleared. It's time to go racing at Dover.
Thank God, it was raining earlier.
Now for pre-race ceremonies.
Oh, we're going to pre-race now.
As you are able. Remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the Caesar Rodney High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome from St. John's Episcopal Church in Little Silver, New Jersey, Reverend Eve Y. Chamberlain.
Before today's prayer, on behalf of NASCAR and the Speedway Motorsports, we offer our condolences to the family and friends of Rex White,
the 1960
former
Cup
NASCAR
Series
champion and Hall of Famer,
he was the oldest,
who passed away this past Friday. Now join me in prayer. Gracious and loving God, God of many names and no name, we thank you for the opportunity to be in this special place where we will hear the roar of miles and the zoom, zoom, zoom of these exquisite machines. We ask tonight that this event be blessed. Keep the drivers and their crews safe and focused. Give us all a sense of joy and shared excitement as we celebrate the power and the spirit of this friendly competition. This we pray in the name of all that is holy. Go in peace, and let us say together, Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome from Dover Air Force Base, Airman First Class Dalen Joseph Mollett.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the peril so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, the numbers are easy
All right,
this weekend.
so
200 laps.
yeah, this one, this is where I would normally begin the I don't say this is where it would begin. I don't want to be in this show. I thought they had already done the opening ceremonies. And now we wait. Oh, is that Jesse Love? I mean, the ad in the Credit Karma ad.
This is the moment you have been waiting for.
Today, NASCAR Xfinity Series drivers trying to tame the monster.
It's going to be wild.
This is one of the most physically challenged tracks that we have.
Tough on drivers, tough on cars.
Drivers racetrack, and we have one of the best.
The monster. It is always a challenging racetrack to get around.
This monster will bite you if you're not careful.
Big crash, up and over.
Oh, I forgot that. Well, that was not from. That clip was not from Dover. That was from Daytona. But they showed the clip of when Clint Boyer flipped in, I think, 2009.
The sun is out after early showers here at Dover. We'll see which Xfinity Series drivers can beat the heat. And speaking of heat, after the last 3 weeks, Nick Sanchez has been on a hot streak, finishing top 5 in the last 3 races, including his win at Atlanta. And this comes as a huge sigh of relief for the team. They've been running well for the majority of the season, but haven't been able to finish races. Now it seems as though all of the pieces are coming together for the 48 team, and they're finally getting the finishes they feel like they deserve. Nick told me a lot of it is due to him maturing as a driver. He showed strength earlier today, qualifying on the front row. Dylan?
Cam, Junior Motorsports has won races with drivers, with 6 different drivers this year, and Ross Chastain is trying to become the 7th different driver to get a victory this year. Crew Chief Corey Shea on this 9 car credited Ross's experience with helping to make this 9 car a legitimate race-winning contender every time it's on the racetrack, and that experience that he has was a big factor in them finding speed this morning in practice and qualifying. With the track conditions being a small unknown early in this race, they'll lean on that knowledge again to try to help Ross get to victory lane, which he badly wants to do in this race car, Carla.
Yeah, and something about high bank tracks fits Carson Quappo's style. He finished 2nd in Bristol this season, 2nd last year here at Dover, and just his 2nd Xfinity start. He started 27th in that race. Today he starts 14th and says their run last year gives him confidence that he can go on and win this race today. It's time to head back out for the command as we get this race going.
Here to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome NXT North American Champion Ethan Page.
Got the belt, too.
Drivers, start your engine!
All right, with that, 38 drivers ready to hit the track. We had 2 DNQs today. Glenn Reen and David Starr, both of whom are driving the Joey Gase Motorsports vehicles.
I'm just posting the number of visitors to the Homes.com network this month. It's become the go-to home shop.
So, here's today's starting lineup. Starting 38th, driving the number 07 DexterDry.com Chevrolet for SS Greenlight Racing. 28 years old from Chesapeake, Virginia, Nick Lights. Starting 37th, driving the number 14 Kent Barnes Chevrolet for SS Greenlight Racing. 33 years old from Ligonier, Pennsylvania, Garrett Smithley. Starting 35th, driving the number 28 IMS Ford for RSS Racing. 24 years old from Tucker, Georgia, started turning 36. Driving the number 5 Ferguson Chevrolet for Our Motorsports in its the team's final ever start. 26 years old from Boston, Massachusetts, Kaz Gralla. Starting 35th, driving the number 28 IMS Ford for RSS Racing. 24 years old from Tucker, Georgia, Kyle Sieg. Starting 34th, driving the number 71 Englert Sila Services Chevrolet for DGM Racing with Jesse Wuji Motorsports. 35 years old from Ashburn, Virginia, Ryan Ellis. Starting 33rd, driving the number 91 Rita's Italian Ice Chevrolet for DGM Racing with Jesse Wuji Motorsports. 30 years old from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, Josh Bilicki. Starting 2nd, driving the number 24 New Jersey State Police Toyota with Sam Hunt Racing. 33 years old from Mayetta, New Jersey, Ryan Truex. Starting 31st, driving the number 16 Campers Inn RV Mobile Medic Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. 21 years old from DeLand, Florida, Daniel Dye. Starting 29, what am I saying? 24 years old from Middletown, New York, Christian Eckes. My mind is not in the right spot. Eckes in 31st is the first of the 8 rookies. Starting 30th, driving the number 10 Champion Container Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. 21 years old from DeLand, Florida, Daniel Dye. There we go. That's the right one. Starting 20, and he's the second rookie in the field. Starting 29th, driving the number 11 Alloy Employer Services Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. They're all in a row. 31 years old from Port Charlotte, Florida, Josh Williams. Starting 28th, driving the number 51 BG Crane Services Alliance Driveway Solutions Chevrolet for Jeremy Clements Racing. 40 years old from Spartanburg, South Carolina, Jeremy Clements. Starting 27th, driving the number 4 Fix Your Lid Chevrolet for Alpha Prime Racing. 22 years old from Rhinelander, Wisconsin, Parker Retzlaff. Starting 26th, driving the number 42 Lanita Specialized Chevrolet for Young's Motorsports. 26 years old from Ridgefield, Connecticut, Anthony Alfredo. Starting 25th, driving the number 70, Leland Honeyman Construction Chevrolet for Cope Family Racing. 20 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina, Leland Honeyman Jr. Starting 24th, driving the number 31, Werner Chevrolet for Jordan Anderson Racing. 25 years old from Bakersfield, California, Blaine Perkins. Starting 23rd, driving the number 44, Clark's Directional Boring, CW & Sons Infrastructure Chevrolet for Alpha Prime Racing. 34 years old from the Woodlands, Texas, Brennan Poole. I love that intro. Where was I? I just did Brennan Poole. Starting 22nd, driving the number 45, Met Mongoose Power Solutions Chevrolet for Alpha Prime Racing. 21 years old from Carneys Point, New Jersey, and making his Xfinity Series debut, LeVar Scott. From what I think, I might have thought he was actually Caruth, but that was my mistake. Starting 21st, driving the number 17, HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Also making his Xfinity debut, 20 years old from Lynn Haven, Florida, Jake Finch. Starting 20th, driving the number 26, Thompson Pipe Group Legends Toyota for Sam Hunt Racing. 23 years old from Anaheim, California, Dean Thompson. The third rookie in the field. Also, Denny's in the booth today. Starting 19th, driving the number 39, Syapps Ford for RSS Racing. 38 years old from Tucker, Georgia, Ryan Sieg. Starting 18th, driving the number 99, Viking Motorsports Chevrolet for Viking Motorsports. 33 years old from Grass Valley, California, Matt DiBenedetto. Starting 17th, driving the number 8, Pilot Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. 21 years old from Johnston, Iowa, Sammy Smith. Starting 16th, driving the number 32, Events DC Chevrolet for Jordan Anderson Racing. 23 years old from Washington, D.C., Raja Caruth. Oh, so that's why I thought I saw him, because I did see him. Starting 15th, driving the number 21, Titan Risk Solutions Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. 31 years old from Winston, Georgia, Austin Hill. One moment, please. There we go. Starting 14th, driving the number 1, Bass Pro Shops Clarion Technology Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. 22 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina, Carson Quapple, the fourth rookie in the field. Starting 13th, driving the number 41, Audible Ford for Haas Factory Team. 22 years old from Franklin, Wisconsin, Sam Mayer. Starting 12th, driving the number 2, Wheelan Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. 20 years old from Menlo Park, California, Jesse Love. Starting 11th, driving the number 00, Friends of Jacqueline Foundation Ford for Haas Factory Team. 27 years old from Alpine, California, Sheldon Creed. Now for the top 10. Starting 10th, driving the number 27, Fast Track Auto Transport Chevrolet for Jordan Anderson Racing. 32 years old from Halifax, Virginia, Jeb Burton. Starting 9th, driving the number 25, Morton Buildings Ford for AM Racing. 24 years old from Huntersville, North Carolina, Harrison Burton. The highest starting of the 5 Fords. Starting 8th, driving the number... Is it only 5 Fords? I guess it is. Starting 8th, driving the number 18, Sound Gear Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 18 years old from Eden Prairie, Minnesota, William Sawalich, the 4th highest starting rookie. Starting 7th, driving the number 7, Registix Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. 39 years old from Riverton, Illinois, Justin Allgaier. Starting 6th, driving the number 19, Young Life Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 41 years old from Tampa, Florida, Eric Almirola. Starting 5th, driving the number 9, Acceptance Insurance Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. 32 years old from Alva, Florida, Ross Chastain. Starting 4th, driving the number 20, Menards Schultz Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 28 years old from Atlanta, Georgia, Brandon Jones. Starting 3rd, driving the number 88, Carolina Carport Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. 18 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina, Connor Zilich, the third highest starting rookie. Yeah, top 3 are rookies. Starting on the outside pole, driving the number 48, Big Machine Label Group Chevrolet for Big Machine Racing. 24 years old from Miami, Florida, Nick Sanchez. The highest starting of the 27 Chevrolets. Wait, the highest starting of the 27 Chevrolets. Starting and on the pole, driving the number 54. That's the second highest starting rookie. Starting on the pole, driving the number 54, Operation 300 Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing, with a pole time of 23.578 seconds and an average speed of 152.685 miles per hour. 20 years old from Artesia, New Mexico, it's Taylor Gray, also the highest starting rookie and the highest starting of these 6 Toyotas. That is their starting lineup for today's BetRivers 200.
That he would rather have in his car than Connor this afternoon. So it's good times in Camp 88. Zilich has a great shot at another strong run today from the 3rd starting spot.
And you would think maybe the advantage for the rest of the field, he has no experience here. Oh, yeah, the ARCA win here kind of cancels that out, no doubt. He'll be a fun one to watch. As will Jeb Burton, comes in just above the playoff cut line. Here's a little pep talk from driver 27, rolling 10th today.
He's got 20 or so points above. No, wait. He's 16 above, I think. He's the last driver currently in on points. Taylor Gray is just about 20 above.
I'll do it. Pit crew, you've been doing good. Let's keep that up. Definitely need you. Appreciate y'all practicing and staying on top of your game, too.
Row 5, Cousins, who are separated at the cut line by 16 points, and in qualifying today,
it's a family affair.
5/1000ths of a second. It's tight in every facet of this battle.
It's going to be a very interesting battle to watch. I think they're going to be within just a few positions of each other all day long.
Updated standings here, and you see the cut. Taylor Gray's really been on it lately at plus 22. And then I go to Sheldon Creed at plus 54, coming to a track that's been good to him. Jamie, he's gained those 54 points in the last 2 races. They've had a back-to-back really solid weeks with that 0-0 team.
But Adam, it's went both ways. I think back to 5 or 6 races ago, we thought he was guaranteed, like locked in, 100 points up, no doubt the way he's running, had some DNFs, got back close to that cut line. But as you said, last 2 weeks have been really kind to Sheldon Creed.
And you saw Ryan Sieg there, who's just below the cut line, but he's 50 points back. And, Creed's gone in the right direction. Sieg's gone the other way the last couple of weeks.
He has, but I think he's going to have a good enough performance to where if he can string together a few races, he's actually my dark horse to get a strong top 5 today. I believe that Ryan Sieg's going to have a great day. I think that the teams that he has an alliance with, this is one of their best racetracks, so I look for the 39 to go forward.
And he almost got his first career win at Iowa a number of years ago. That race on the schedule in a couple of weeks' time.
But would you really say that those tracks are similar to each other? Dover and Iowa. That doesn't necessarily sound as similar to me, at least.
If they have to do a green flag stop during that final stage. Pit road itself very narrow, easy to get into traffic and other cars. The stall's very tight, but was listening to a lot of communication during the drivers coming down pit road to set their tacks. A lot of crew chiefs warning drivers they were speeding when setting their tacks. We know how important track position and clean air is at Dover. You can definitely ruin your day with a speeding penalty here at Dover on pit road.
Jamie, we've seen this is one of the hardest pit roads to get on and off. It's tight, it's narrow. You see a lot of incidences happening when you leave your pit box. It's just, this track is the monster for a reason, and that is because it throws you challenges not on the racetrack, but when you're on pit road as well.
Yeah, and because of how slow pit road speed is, maximizing the pit road speed percentage-wise, it's bigger here than a place like Daytona or Talladega. So guys tend to want to push it here. We have those 2 curves where you have a lot of opportunity to make mistakes. I was actually out, Adam and I, in the pace car earlier today, and pit road speed didn't look fast until we got to pit road speed, and all of a sudden everything got narrow.
Well, you still got cars, pace trucks, or safety trucks on the track.
If it sounds like we're filling a little bit, it's because we are. There's a little bit of water. It had that that moved through.
Not again.
So there's just a little bit of water on the track. They're trying to get dried out. Hopefully that will happen soon. In the meantime, here's Dylan.
and Adam, Kim kind of mentioned some of the small details, right, that can make a difference today between winning or losing this race. Another thing that we'll have to keep an eye on is the restarts. And a lot of talk today, and a lot of talk will happen today about the rubber pickup and the rubber that's getting laid down on the racetrack. And then when it gets picked back up under yellow, just how that changes the dynamics of these race cars. And I've heard a lot of crew chiefs on these pace laps reminding their drivers, make sure on these restarts that you get your tires cleaned off, because they'll go around here, once rubber gets laid down, they'll drive around here and pick that rubber up, and it kind of gets clumpy on the tires, right? And it makes the tire not adhere to the surface exactly like you wanted it to. So that's something, too, that could make a difference later on in this race. You don't get your tires cleaned up before the restart, you could be in trouble.
Danny, would you say worst track for that particular scenario?
Especially for the Xfinity guys that can't just come down and pit whenever they want. You know, they have a limited amount of tires, so they're going to have to do the most restarts on older tires. So especially these young guys, hopefully they've got someone in their ear with experience saying, work your tires in. And you can really feel it at this racetrack. You're going to see, and I'm sure we're going to look at it, how this track will get darker as the run goes on. It will get wider as the caution laps start to click off. But it's important. That rubber's going somewhere, right? It's going on the surface of the tire, and you got to scrub to get it off.
The other story like today that was different last year than what we've seen historically here is which lane you choose if you're the leader. We're going to see Taylor Gray's on the bottom. Typically, you didn't want to be on the bottom. It would like stack everybody up, and the outside had the momentum. Last year, we saw the bottom work just fine. I don't know what made that different, but Taylor's going to have a decision to make here in a little bit. Does he want to be on the bottom? Does he want to be on the top?
One of the storylines that's been at the forefront in the first part of the Xfinity Series season has been Junior Motorsports, all their success. Best qualifier for that group today, Connor Zilic starting third. We heard his story a minute ago from Dylan. Now here's their pep talk on the radio.
And we'll find ourselves where we were at last weekend. Have a good race, bud. Thank you guys for all the hard work. Been doing good lately. Just got to get back to keeping these races and keep getting good finishes.
You know, I rewind to last week when he wins at Sonoma. And then 2 weeks ago when he and Shane Van Gisbergen went at it. And when you see how good Shane was in the Cup race on Sunday, and then you think about the fact that this 18-year-old kid was able to beat him on Saturday, and I know this. I realize SVG was very clean and friendly with him at the end of that race. But as you look at this average finish in the last 7 weeks, his ability to pick it up at tracks he's never been to or has limited experience has been remarkable.
His performance to experience might be one of the most impressive things I've seen in our sport in quite some time. I'm not understating that. I asked you guys before, it's like, so he's only run one season of ARCA, right? I mean,
well, ARCA East, so not even the full season.
He does not have a lot of oval experience, and yet he is competing at the top level here in the Xfinity Series, winning races, and he's the only one that's been able to slay the dragon that we know as SVG on road courses.
He's the template that a lot of driver development is going to use from here forward.
Teammate in the 9 today, Ross Chastain. Here's their radio.
I won't go racing as bad as anybody, but there's water where they were working.
Better hurry it up, please.
Now, that was his report on the radio, and not sure exactly when he made that comment. You see a little moisture here, but the 1 to go has been given.
What? Oh, come on. How can you go 1 to go when you got that on one of the straightaways?
It doesn't look as bad in the TV booth as it does in the car. I can assure you that
it's gonna affect them on the restarts, but you know, on the straightaway, the car doesn't have a lot of load. It's not going to be a factor, except for possibly right here.
All rookie front row. Taylor Gray in control, selects the outside lane. Green flag.
All right, here we go. Green, green, green. 200 laps at the Monster Mile.
Ready for that start. Good launch by the 54 to get the track position he needs, kind of control that corner down in turn 1.
Jumps right out front. Double fall for third on back.
You got to remember it rained and they blew the whole racetrack off. So this first run, you can't get like confused with what your car is.
All right, so Gray leads. Sanchez third. Brandon Jones trying to go around the outside. Aquapple or Zilic for fourth. And then right behind, the good battle for fifth place between Almirola and Ross Chastain. Wow, Ross having to catch the car a bit. Probably going to lose fifth spot right here. And he does. Brandon Jones about a half a nose ahead of Zilich on the outside. But now entering 1 and 2, Zilich clears and is now in third.
Brandon Jones in that situation, you need to give him a little room because you want that same, I don't want to say respect, it's just racing smart because if Zilich gets loose, he wipes both of you out. You're kind of both guilty for that. I saw Chastain underneath Eric Almirola as well.
There's Harrison Burton trying to get by Sheldon Creed. That's no, hold on to 10th, excuse me. He's already lost a spot in the start to Jeb Burton. Burton's up to 8th now. Burt Harrison in 10th.
Got a DNF at his home track last week at Sonoma, looking to bounce back and going after Jeb Burton for a spot on track. And he takes it. That's for 8th.
Yeah, the one thing I noticed about Jesse Love is as they went down into turns 1 and 2, he made kind of a diamond of the racetrack, washed up, and then got this massive run down the backstretch and was able to get by Jeb Burton. You see Jeb struggling just a little bit through the middle of the corner there. That's such a great move to try to make that straightaway longer to get inside of somebody.
Yeah, typically when you're an open racetrack here, you want to be carving the bottom. However, when you're in traffic and the person in front of you is in traffic, you can use that big diamond to get the big run off the corner.
Yeah, and as we watch Jesse Love, he's doing a great job of not just following in the tracks of that car in front of him. The last corner, he ran a little bit higher. You see right there, he was a little bit disciplined, trying to stay just a little bit lower than Sawallich to get that run. You just cannot be directly behind them. He's doing a great job of kind of working that. You see right there again, goes back up, just trying to generate a run on the exit of the corner.
Justin Allgaier has worked his way from the back to the top 25. Had the issue in qualifying, made the changes to the car, dropped to the rear.
What are we staring at? Well, what was the point of that shot? I mean, it's a nice view of the corner, but the sweeping,
there you see the 7.
The way that they got to the angle was just a little odd. Allgaier currently in 25th.
I can tell you as fast as his car is, if it doesn't get tore up before he gets to the front, most fun.
I guess the penalty and start at the back, as they said. Or no, unapproved adjustments.
If you could get a caution or 2 early, everything comes back together. Pick off a few more on the restart. The other thing is, these first 2 stages are sprints. They're only 45 laps.
The last one is 110 laps.
After you cycle things through at the end of stage 1, provides some opportunities to get up through there. 7 is 25th, and that 4 is Parker Retzlaff, had a good car in practice. Leland Hunt even in the 70. The next couple of cars he'll see as we flash back to the top 10. Love going after William Sawallich for 7th.
See guys starting to move around just a little bit, maybe trying to work as the rubber starts to lay down. We kind of reference that as chasing the gray, and they're just chasing the lighter part of the racetrack, trying to find some grip, and it doesn't work for everyone, depending on what your balance is. Typically, if your balance is a little tight, I always found that when you chase that gray, you can find a little bit of front grip.
This is the Sound Gear onboard camera. Sawallich looking back at Jesse Love.
That's for 7th position. So Jesse Love did get past Jeb Burton for 8th.
Adam, I love working those in for you.
I mean,
little tee up.
Dad jokes galore up here in the booth. Here's Love, been very patient.
To the inside, Jesse Love's going to hold it inside in turns 1 and 2. 18 in the middle of the turns.
It gets so tight right there on the exit of turn 2. If you're Jesse Love,
But he's clear again, though.
And then was able to generate that run by running a little bit higher on the exit.
Yeah, it just seems like Jesse's car is working a little bit better than Williams, or he's being a little bit more disciplined, backing up his corner, accelerating through the middle of the corner. Now you see here, Jesse's like, all right, well, if you're going to cover the bottom, I'm going to go somewhere else and get this run, and he does get a good run off turn 2 here.
I love this is a tough track. Top 3 are rookies, 4 are the top 7. And the man leading the way, number 54. And this move was key for Taylor Gray to get ahead of the curve.
It's a good restart. Cleared Nick Sanchez before even entering turn 1.
NASCAR Xfinity Series here in Dover, Delaware on CW.
Men, get ahead of your curve with a...
No, thank you. I don't need that. And now we wait. Almirola trying to get by Brandon Jones. Trying to get to 4th. And Jones has got back ahead of Almirola. It's a 3-car battle there for 3rd.
NASCAR Xfinity Series racing in Dover, Delaware. Top 2, a couple of rookies. Taylor Gray's led them all so far. Last time he led laps here, he went on to victory lane.
Yeah, again, Arca East is.
So he has
I don't know if that was, or I don't know if that was for David Yoland Racing or Tricon or Gibbs, though. Well, it wouldn't have been Gibbs. It would have been DGR or Tricon.
And it continues to be Connor Zilich in 3rd, but driver 88 has got a couple getting impatient behind, and Brandon Jones is there, and Eric Almirola hanging around as well to complete the top 5.
The 88's balance looks extremely loose. He's searching around. The car that I have.
Eventually, he'll be able to make some edits with that, though.
Kind of work the highest lane, and he has.
Still, it's currently 1.5 seconds behind the leader, Taylor Gray. Sanchez is currently 0.8, about 0.8 back.
Yeah, where the balance really starts shifting.
He's got to be careful because chasing the gray, like we talked about, literally and figuratively, you can wear out your right front tire pretty quickly at this racetrack. The good part about it, and it is a short-term game, so if you know that you've got a caution coming, you know, stage 1 here, it's not too long, 45 laps, you can use it. It's just you got to be really careful to not get to those cords too early.
Yeah, we get into the final stage, Adam, where you're going to have over 100 laps. Then you have to be a little cautious because you might have to do an entire fuel run. But hopefully by the time we get to that, the track is rubbered in and it won't be quite so much, degradation on the tires.
Been a tough day for Nick Lights, 07.
Well, started in last place, so.
They fought their race car earlier today throughout the practice session. Everyone able to get by. Saw a quick shot of Patrick Donahue when you guys were talking about
that's the crew chief for Big Machine Racing.
Won the race at Atlanta, top 5 the last couple of weeks. And now the race in the back portion of the top 10. Creed is there in front of the Burtons, Jeb and Harrison.
Those
9th, 10th, 11th.
Cannot get away from each other, huh? Qualified right next to each other. And now I'm going to tell you that's a big improvement for Harrison Burton. They unloaded. They were not good in practice today. You can see the frustration on his face. And, you can't change that much on these cars after practice. But whatever they changed was a huge improvement because the 25 car was way off in practice. They actually have pretty decent speed right now. They've been able to maintain where they started.
It's been rather impressive to me to see that team and how much better they've gotten year over year. Maybe one of the biggest gains that we've seen in the series.
They really have done an outstanding job. Just across the board with their personnel, as you see Eric Almirola get by Brandon Jones.
Finally, that's for the 4th position. And and he got. So he got both of them got by him.
Everyone else.
Oh, for 2nd place, Brandon Jones to the inside of Sanchez. He'll get the spot.
When they get down here to 3 and 4, everybody else is kind of chasing that gray. Look how disciplined he is. Lifting a little bit early, as Denny mentioned, and then we call it kind of like squirting the gas or just giving a little bit of throttle through the middle, and you just want to try to get beside them is kind of your goal, and then drag race down the straightaway.
Yeah, you want to take away that preferred groove on the bottom. Right there where the 19's at, that is the fastest line around the racetrack as long as there's no traffic. So whoever can get to that line first is going to have the advantage. So like you say, try to get your nose in there. And the great thing about the Xfinity cars is you can manipulate the car in front of you. The closer you get to someone's rear bumper in these cars, it takes the advantage away from them and actually puts it on your car.
See the 5 car there. Chris Wright's been driving that car throughout the season.
Wow.
Driving it today.
And it's the last race for the team.
Race for our Motorsports. They're shutting down after today at Dover.
So, rip.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks.
Already a lap down. So 5 cars a lap down. Nick Lights, Garrett Smithley, Kaz Grala, Josh Bilicki, and Ryan Ellis. Well, I think I want to say they're in the spot, no, except for Bilicki. Those are, I think, almost the spots where they started. Or Blaine Perkins started in, I think, 30th as well. So at either rate, not great.
And more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on. At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
I used to struggle with dandruff and scalp issues, but then I started using Head & Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders fights off the microbes that cause dandruff. Microbes are on everyone's scalp and can cause irritation, but when you use Head & Shoulders every wash,
keeps these rascals at bay. It helps prevent dandruff before it starts. Where do you think you're going?
see, no flakes down here.
Yeah, looks great.
Had a little help.
Make every wash count. I only get one childhood.
Social media is taking it away from me. It makes us worry more. I want my childhood back.
Protect their childhood with Gab. Kid-safe phones and watches with no internet, no social media, and no worries. Gab, safely connected.
Your new bike is officially protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer. We can now safely go wherever the wind takes us.
That's right.
It was one of those books that smelled bad, but in a good way, you know? Oh, man.
Oh, didn't think this through, did you?
No? You go without me. The owner and I aren't on speaking terms. Apparently the refills are limited.
Okay.
It's not okay.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change,
So far, it's been a
you
caution-free
get 5
stage
years of the
1.
most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
Key thing is, I'm gonna hear like the Nationwide Designer's side jingle.
10 laps to go. Opening stage at Dover for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Top 3 from Joe Gibbs Racing. Taylor Gray, Eric Almirola, Brandon Jones. And the guy that normally carries the flag here for Junior Motorsports is Justin Allgaier from the back and knocking
So
on the
it
door.
was up
The
to
top
C.
10. Seven's got it going on, Kim.
So he's currently in 11th. Over 20 positions gained thus far. Ross Chastain, the Cup driver.
The entire run. The interesting thing to note about this morning in practice, they were in the second group of practice when the track really had laid down a lot of rubber. They focused specifically on getting Ross's car to handle well in those conditions. When the track had laid a lot of rubber, that was Ross's preference to make sure that they were going to be good there in the race. So I think as the track rubber's in, this 9 car might start to get a little bit better. So watch for him on the long run over the course of the day today.
And I know Ross really wants to win in the 9 because his 2 Cup teammates have
Suarez won at Mexico City, and SVG at Chicago and at Chicago. And of course, even Zilich has had quite a few wins so far.
And I hate that we didn't set an over-under on where he was going to end the opening stage because he's blistering right now.
He's running as fast as the leaders are, right? And he's passing guys pretty quickly, so I think it's not going to take him.
Allgaier's in 9th. My God.
And you know what's so deflating?
Junior Motorsports currently has 99 career Xfinity wins, so 2 away from 100. RCR hit 100 with the win at Martinsville earlier this year. A complete crap show that was. Allgaier going to send it right to the inside and get around Jesse Love for 8th.
There goes the 7. He started in the back.
Yeah, we're seeing it with Sanchez as well. The trend I'm seeing is the guys that went to the top early are struggling now, right? I mean, their cars, this is as bad as it's going to get. You know, like I talked about at the beginning, this is the
because the other cars will be able to adjust.
Chastain's free. Sanchez is free. The track is going to come to them, but you just can't lose your track position early in this race.
I love how wide it has gotten. I mean, look at the rubber almost.
It's like, I'd say the rubber is about covering 70% of the track.
That's so much fun. I just always found at Dover, it felt like you had to run like 50 miles an hour faster around the top than the bottom. Like a bigger difference than at most racetracks. At bottom, I'm with Denny. If I could have my car handle anywhere, right around the bottom is where I want it to be good.
2 laps to go stage 1. Taylor Gray has led every lap, in position to win the stage. And what's huge for him is not only the track position, the confidence for leading laps and all of that stuff, but he comes in 22 points above the cut line. You need everything you can do.
It's decent, but not large, not super large. So obviously any win is fantastic. All right, on the stage, as I say.
He's racing on the cut line. Aren't going to get any stage points right here, so that's huge for the 54.
Josh Williams, top 15 last week at Sonoma, goes a lap down there and likely will get the free pass as the first car 1 lap down when the caution comes out to end the stage.
And they come. Here comes the 54. Even though Almirola's hot on his heels, Joe Gibbs 1, 2, 3 to start the stage, and Taylor Gray wins stage 1. All right, Almirola second. Third is Jones. Fourth is Zilich. Fifth is Chastain. 6th place is, where is my webpage? There we go. Oopsie. 6th is Sanchez. 7th is Allgaier. 8th is Sawalich. 9th is Jesse Love. 10th is Sheldon Creed.
Looking strong early, and it's a rookie showing the way. Driver 54, Taylor Gray, starts on the pole, and he's been dominant so far here at the Monster Mile.
Before taking Breztri for my COPD, I had bad days. Days ruined by flare-ups that could permanently damage my lungs. Then I talked to my doctor about Breztri, and I noticed things changed. Breztri gave me better breathing. Starting within 5 minutes, my lung function improved. Breztri also helped improve my symptoms and was even proven to reduce flare-ups, including those that could send me to the hospital. Now, I worry less about bad days and enjoy more good days.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Can't afford your medication? AstraZeneca may be able to help.
Ask your doctor about Breztri for COPD.
Zoe? That's the one.
Today, you're meeting for coffee.
Megan, I love you.
And then before you know it, you're meeting the family. At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 6 points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.
Thank you for making News Nation America's fastest growing cable network in all of television.
Let's get after it.
The place where left and right come to be reasoned.
I don't know why, but that Fox 14 music started playing in my head.
To find News Nation on your screen, go to newsnationnow.com.
J.D. Power has ranked Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. And to celebrate, you can now get in one of these award-winning SUVs with 0% APR for 60 months. The all-new turbocharged Nissan Murano, the rugged Nissan Pathfinder, and the best-selling Nissan Rogue. Visit Nissan today and drive away in an award-winning SUV.
Get 0% APR financing for 60 months on select popular models, or get a low $359 per month lease on Murano.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
2 years ago, I would never be able to tell you, like, oh yeah, I'm going to make history in WWE.
We the future. We want to prove that we the best.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. Taylor Gray wins stage 1 at Dover. Here's Carla Metz.
Well, you've seen him today at the race. Now, catching in the ring this Tuesday on NXT North American Champion Ethan Page and the rest of the NXT crew welcome WWE Hall of Famer, The Undertaker, to the show to deliver a special message. Don't miss all new WWE NXT Tuesday at 8/7 Central right here on the CW. And it's only fair that we bring him in for an interview right now. It's all ego Ethan Page. You've been to a NASCAR race before. You've got the belt here. What do you think of Dover so far?
So far, it's been great. It's been fast. It's been exciting. And I want to say something very nice about the Grand Marshal you guys had. Fantastic choice.
Oh,
I don't
Lord.
think you could have got a better Grand Marshal than All Ego Ethan Page.
How would you rate the command that you got?
Oh, 10 out of 10. I heard Matthew McConaughey did a good job, but today I apparently took his crown as the grandest Grand Marshal.
All right, and Adam, he said he's really not used to wearing a shirt at the sporting events that he attends usually.
Well, you know, Jamie about had to take his off earlier. Actually, he got
I
so
love his
hot.
self-confidence. that was good.
I could tell you.
I thought I was the most confident guy. I tell you what, I think he could be a run for your money.
I mean, you just said I beat your favorite driver. You basically said I beat Matthew McConaughey. That's highly controversial.
It is.
I mean, Hunter had a great 05 Daytona 500
would be right there.
one, so.
Watch NXT on Tuesday night. Pit road going to be open this time around. We know what a huge role it plays. Josh Williams did get the free pass. And this is a racetrack that averages 7 speeding penalties. So
Damn.
Something that can get you in trouble.
So, I mean, when they said it is a track where people get a lot, where people tend to make a lot of. It's a hard pit road. Damn, they weren't kidding if they said 7 penalties.
Trending free entry, then transitions tight through the exit.
Oh, come on, don't freeze
They'll
on me
take
now.
fresh tires, snow coat fuel, no major adjustment. How about Eric Almirola? Last time in the car, Atlanta 2 hasn't missed a beat. No major complaints, no adjustments for them
Let's
either.
see who wins race off pit road. If it will stop freezing up.
In the stage in the 20 car, fairly happy with his car. Said it was a little bit free on compression into the corner, but tight on throttle. Sounds like typical Dover. They'll change 4 tires, add fuel, make a chassis adjustment on the 20.
You pick pits based on where you qualified last week. Some problems for Taylor Gray. Look at that. 23 seconds.
Damn.
And change on
Let's
the
see.
stop.
Jones, Zilich, Almirola, Allgaier, Sawalich, Love, Chastain, Creed, Sanchez, Ryan C.
One in the wrong direction, and Gray doesn't even show up on the board. We'll follow up there when we return.
When
Yeah,
my
a
doctor
23-second
gave me
pit stop
Breztri for
is
my
abysmal.
COPD, things changed for me. Breztri gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Breztri.
Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to
Okay,
money.
that guy I thought it was like Jesse Love in a like an afro wig. It wasn't. It's just a regular dude that I thought looked like him.
Made with supercharged botanical blends. Our sulfate-free formulas deeply penetrate to boost hair health without the Salon Naturals price tag. Herbal essences.
What causes a curve down there? Is it Peyronie's disease? Is there somebody I can talk to or help?
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that.
It keeps. I don't like the way it keeps flickering. Oh yeah, the Savannah's bananas. I think they're sponsoring Viking Motorsports at Indianapolis.
They were right. It could have waited. I can't believe it happened to me. Reaching to check my phone. My friend is never going to forgive themselves for asking where I was. Now, my family has to hear from him.
The Bad Guys Stage 2.
The Bad Guys 2 in theaters August 1st.
It's gonna be good tonight. Gonna get you feeling right. We're gonna be good tonight. Oh, we're the good guys.
Lights of NASCAR in America's most trusted manufacturer of emergency lights and sirens. That 20 team has been great this year on pit road, ranked #1 when you compare what they do on a week-to-week basis, and he's able to take advantage of his teammates' misfortune. Prior to the choose, Taylor Gray 15th. Let's revisit what happened to him after winning stage 1.
So you had a pit road
Right here, when
snafu.
they dropped this right side jack, that hose is. Oh, and he was trying to get it out from underneath the tire. He saw it.
The tire is stuck right on the air hose, so they had to waste a ton of time, probably double-digit seconds or close to it, trying to get the hose off. The tire is stuck on the hose, so like I said, also to jack up part of the car to get it going.
What caused the issue? What started in late right there? No, the changer had to chase the car a long way, and so the hose drug underneath the tire. So when it dropped on the right side, his hose was stuck underneath the tire. Your injury did not cause that. We just think it'll be improved next time.
Perfect information.
I was watching him when he pulled in. He did notice his pit box a little bit too late. Didn't turn in until late, which then that extends the cord out. He was a little to the right of his pit box.
Field coming through the Echo Park restart zone.
Here we go, second stage, another 45 laps. We're green at Dover.
Jones from the inside lane, getting a push from Allgaier from the back to fourth for him.
Still trying to work his way around the outside, although Jones was better than him in the first stage, and Zilich takes the lead. Allgaier to the inside of Almirola for third. Jesse Love right behind him. Almirola on the outside. Looks like he'll clear Allgaier.
For later in this race. Yeah, especially for these Xfinity cars, the leverage is for the car on the outside. You get loose if you're on the inside of those cars. So
Chastain has to chase the car way up. You see Sheldon Creed trying to make a move, and I think behind him, is that Anthony Alfredo? No, it's not Alfredo. It's another car. It's a red car. It's Austin Hill in the Titan Risk car. Creed's going to make the move on inside of Chastain, or try to.
Somebody said he's going to have a day. I mean, you're not supposed to.
New fastest lap by Brandon Jones.
He looks good.
Yeah, his times, even in the long run, was looking really good there. I think, Justin Allgaier was the only one that was run right faster than him at the end of that run.
Can't wait to watch Sanchez, too.
Sanchez has to chase the car way high now. Creed gets by. Chastain gets by.
I don't think he wanted to be up there that particular lap, but the car maybe got loose and he had to chase it up. All these guys pretty much focused on the bottom here, but the top of the track did stay rubbered in, so that's enticing to maybe want to go up there. Tires aren't going to wear quite as much as they did that first run. I just always found that you're kind of timid if you did that the first run, like to make sure you're not the first guy up there this time.
By the way, speeding penalty on that first
For
side of
who?
the stops for Jake Finch in the second.
Ah, the Hendrick car.
First time he's made a live
I don't know where he's been all day, though.
And he referenced that last night when we talked to him, and it's a lot inside the car when you've never done that before, so lesson learned.
Here's Taylor
It's
Gray.
first time having to deal with live pit stops. Sanchez still stuck up top. Taylor Gray's going to get by him. See Dean Thompson come and try and make a move, and Sammy Smith is there as well. Smith dives to the bottom while Thompson is stuck in the middle. As that's I think that's for, I can't even tell position that's for, actually. Gray. It's for 13. Sammy Smith, Dean Thompson will hold on.
I mean, you got Taylor Gray, Jamie Sanchez is there. Dean Thompson in the 26.
How are the other debutantes doing? Well, Roger Cruz in 21st, not a debutante, but still, it's his first Xfinity start of the year, which is LeVar Scott in 31st.
After his performance here last year with far less experience, you would expect him to be further to the front, especially when he's got the notebook from the 7 and some of his teammates.
I would have said for sure had this race circled on the calendar. Like, I cannot wait to get back there. And I talked to him in the pre-race. I'm like, how many times have you relived those restarts from last year? Because he legitimately had a shot to win that before a couple of those cautions fell out.
Toyota on board, Ryan Truex. Back in the series, trying to win 3 in a row at Dover and settled in behind Daniel Dye.
I sincerely doubt the 24 will win today. See, trying to move on Jesse Love. Oh no, other way around. Love will take 5th place away. Ooh, Sieg gets to back to his inside, a little nudge there, and gets back to 5th.
I've known to say that a few times.
I beat your favorite driver. I outsmarted your favorite analyst. I mean, the hits, they just keep on coming from DH.
I'm pulling for Sieg today. I want to see him get up there. I think everyone knows what a great story that is, and they need to have something go their way. I love it. Top 5.
Well, and if you look at some of the tracks we're going to, we got a drafting race left.
So Wallace, look, he was trying to prime a run on the 2 who went high.
Places where you feel like they can have success. So if you can get some momentum and confidence going that direction, it certainly can help.
A lot gets made about like Sheldon Creed and all of his second place finishes. Let's not forget, Ryan Sieg has had 5 of them.
Yeah, I know.
He's right there in the hunt, especially at these super speedways.
And one of them, as close as
Dover is
you can
not a
get,
super
right?
speedway.
I mean, couldn't have been any closer than it was at Texas with Sam Mayer.
I've seen that replay approximately 1,000 times, and every time I'm like,
I think he's got him.
Sieg's going to get him this time, and he doesn't.
Chastain trying to get to the inside of Sheldon Creed.
He watched it. 26 to go.
That's for
stage
8th.
leads Almirola
Creed's going to hold on to that turn. But he's got Austin Hill and whoever's in 11th behind him. Taylor Gray.
My skin, she gets thirsty. And Venus gets it. So when I shave, it's the new Venus Moisture Glow.
Ugh.
It's got 5 blades and bars with a touch of argan oil that lock in moisture. Feel the power of smooth. My skin, my way. Venus.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Safe like repair.
Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad. Safe like replace.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Get it fixed now and pay later with flexible payment options only at safelight.com.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, I'm just posting the number of visitors to the Homes.com network this month. It's become the go-to home shopping site.
It's got another 14,000.
What?
Gotta go back up. Oh, 17,891.
Just hand me some commas and zeros.
Plus 7.
What?
Oh, that's sweet. 25,000 more. Any reason why you didn't just go with over 100 million or even a billion visits a year?
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
Sarah Benzino.
Oh, God. Oh, we have an incident? No, we don't. Every time they do a sharp camera turn, it makes me think there's been an accident. But there wasn't. And it's annoying. So I'm just going to mute that because I'm annoyed. Also, I hate that commercial. It's cringy. That PNC Bank one. We're back. Almirola getting by Brandon Jones. I think that's for second. That is for second.
He knows what he's doing. He's going to bide his time. Although, if he looks outside, he might want to pay it. Better pick the pace up. He needs to pick up the pace because we
The
need
7
that
coming?
race to the lead because you never know when the weather could come.
Check out more
Oh,
clean
weather.
giveaways, close calls, and
That's true. I've heard. I think rain will be a persistent problem this weekend. I've heard it is bad for tomorrow as well.
Guys reference the weather. There's been conversation about that on the radios. And we did have rain here earlier today. We knew there was a chance. Race becomes official when you get to the end of
If we do have an early end, I will also say there is a modified race at Monadnock today for the modified tour. It's at 8:30 p.m. on Flow Racing. It'll be the halfway race, 8 of 16.
Running third right now is the 20.
There's rain about 3 miles out. I think it's going to get here right towards the end of stage 2. So keep pushing here.
So, if this race, if it were to end, races are official at halfway or after the conclusion of stage 2. They are 13 laps away from the end of stage 2. Zilich leads by about a second.
Boy, it's out there. Couldn't scoot by, but
My radar says more optimism than what that one does, Adam. I think we're going to be okay. Maybe
not your radar, it's your personality.
Maybe some light sprinkles, but I think we're going to be okay.
What does that do to you as a driver? I mean, it's not like, oh, I'm going to run harder now, right? I mean, you're in the middle of this run, so how do you handle that and process that as a driver?
There are adjustments you can make. I'm not going to say that everyone goes 100% every lap. If you do that, you're just going to, it's not going to be good by the time you get 30, 40 laps into a run. So, yes, if your crew chief or your team does give you some information that some weather's coming, it does create a little sense of urgency to say, okay, maybe I'm willing to push it a little bit harder right now.
And I think it's a little bit different depending on where you are in the race. Like, we know that we have to get to the stage 2 break either way to make it official. If if there's 80 laps left in the race and you have to run all those out, I think that changes it just a little bit. But you can feel that inside the car. It cools down. They start telling you that. You see that off in the distance sometimes.
How about Ryan Sieg today, Ken? We've been singing his praises.
Is he still 5th? I can see that the leaderboard goes back. He's still in 5th, closing in on Allgaier, it looks like. He's about half a second back. I think this would be his best run of the season, although don't quote me on that. I'll just check it right now. Yeah, at that point there are 3 races left in the regular season. Okay, wait. His best finish was 4th at Phoenix, so we would tie his best finish if we could get to Allgaier. Closing in, still on him. Now the gap's about 45 hundredths.
At 50, you're like, we probably need to win. You get inside of 30, you're like, man, those guys in front of us have an issue, and we're right there. So it is a tough spot to be in. I like playing the patience game before you start throwing the Hail Marys. 9 to go in the stage. Allgaier had that great run in the opening stint of the race. Good work on pit road. Leaves in 4th, and here he is in 4th,
Yeah, it seems like he's up against a little stronger competition. I'll say that. Look, the further you get towards the front, the harder it's going to be to make passes. But, the advantage is always with the leader until they catch lap traffic. So I think his opportunity is going to be
in the last stage. If we get that far, though, if rain does become a big problem, that they might have to call the race. Obviously, at this point becomes moot.
You know, his car might have been a little better. Like, you know, Denny mentioned on a green track, it being looser, maybe his balance has gotten too tight as the rubbers went down.
Taylor Gray leads all those laps, wins the opening stage. 11th right now. They're starting to make up some ground, Kim.
That's right.
She was that it was outside. That's Bilicki in the Rita's Italian Ice car. Next is Hill. Ouch.
That was a nice way to say it down there, Kim.
Kim, go ahead. They said you can say anything once.
And Dylan will be working the final stage by himself on pit road today. It's funny that the driver's upset and maybe using some salty language because the crew chief is as quiet and calm as they come.
Jason Ratcliffe, he's been with Gibbs for an eternity.
Well, and he knows they might have to adjust the balance of that car for the track position they have. But here's the thing. Maybe they come in and they have a great pit stop here. If they gain 4 or 5 spots, it's hard. You know, that's why you run the entire race. Hopefully this rain's going to stay away.
Looks like his car's loose.
I was going to say, did you see him driving that thing off the corner? Major dance for Gray. 4 to go, stage 2. Opening stint of the race dominated by the rookie Taylor Gray. In stage 2, it's another rookie. Connor Zilich impressing. Got the lead on the restart. Big jump in that outside lane. Been in control ever since.
Yeah, I think the track has come to them, or they did some really good adjustments on that first stop.
Getting ready to go around the 45 here of LeVar Scott. Making his first ever start in the Xfinity Series. And trying to stay on the lead lap. LeVar, a great personality running in the ARCA Menard Series. The Rookie of the Year there last year. And it's great to see him with this opportunity for Alpha Prime.
Starting to see its trend with Eric Almirola's car. It seems like he's coming in at the end of these runs. That could definitely be an air pressure thing. It could be something to where the setup is made for more rubber on the racetrack. There's a lot of different varying factors. But like I said, now that Connor's starting to get in traffic himself, that is the equalizer to having fresh air. Fresh air, everyone's going to run up front. When they're out front, nobody in front of them. But once you get in this band around this racetrack and everyone gets spread out evenly, you start to see who's the fast cars. Yeah, we've had
Almirola closing in on Zilich. 1 to go in the stage, though. Half a lap now. 19's been fast, but I think he'd need 1 or 2 more laps to make that pass. Here they come off of turn number 4. The green and checkered flags are out, and Connor Zilich wins stage 2. Almirola second, Jones third, fourth is Allgaier, fifth Ryan Sieg, sixth is, where is it? Is Ross Chastain, 7th Jesse Love, 8th Sheldon Creed, 9th William Sawalich, and 10th is Austin Hill.
Courtesy of Mr. Snake. The bad guys may claim to be going good, but old habits are hard to break. Don't miss The Bad Guys 2 in theaters August 1st.
Cancer isn't me. It's something I treat. And the less time I spend treating my cancer, the better. This is me.
Discover an injectable immunotherapy.
All right. Stage 2. Rain might come. Guess we'll have to find out.
Two. We're ready to line them up on the pit lane. Connor Zilic wins that second stint of the race. Eric Almirola second. How about this? Zilic was born 2 months after Almirola made his Xfinity debut at Richmond in May of 2006. I feel like that's mean to say, but it's the reality of what we're dealing with these days.
I don't think
front
Eric
of the
will
field.
appreciate that.
Nah, he probably won't.
No.
Mention the fact caution is out. Only the second time today, both for stage ends. So the Whelen caution lights are on. Whelen, the official warning lights of NASCAR and America's most trusted manufacturer of emergency lights and sirens. Jones ends up third, winner earlier this year at Darlington in stage 2. Allgaier, Ryan Sieg complete the top 5. Big stage points for Ryan Sieg. Chastain 6th, hasn't quite got his car dialed in. Love 7th, and that's about where he's run most of the day. Creed got points, good for him. Sawalich, top 10 in the stage, and the same for Austin Hill. Taylor Gray just missed out after winning stage 1, got back to 11th after the pit miscue. Christian Eckes having a nice day too. I had tempered my expectations for that group after practice, and it's a tough track, but he's up to 12th.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I was frankly very concerned when I looked at his lap times from practice. And, he was off quite a bit. Obviously, in qualifying, they didn't qualify as well as they hoped. But yeah, great rebound. Now they're finding themselves in the top 15.
Harrison Burton, Jeb Burton, 15th and 21st. As we open progressive pit road, Connor Zilic leading them down, Kim.
And Eric Almirola in that second position. He definitely needed a little bit more.
All right, let's see when's our race off pit road this time.
Security can't lean on it. He said, I don't need much. Maybe just a little right rear air pressure adjustment so I can open up my entry. He did note I can't stand to be any tighter. You see him hit the box there right at the top of your screen. So they will make a slight adjustment to give that rear stability to the 19 car, Dylan.
Brandon Jones gave some really detailed feedback about his car and said it was better, but he is still battling a tight condition. Had that about 4 to 5 laps into the run. 4 tires, fuel, and air pressure adjustment. Connor Zilic said he fired off really well, but by the end, needed more lateral on exit. They'll make an adjustment in tires and fuel on the 88.
All right, Zilic, Jones, Allgaier, Chastain, Almirola, Love, Sawalich, Hill, Sieg, Creed. That is that.
Plus 2, Almirola 3 in the wrong direction. Final stage coming up on CW.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through.
Tanner Gray not in the top 10 there. Not another pretty meh day. So after starting from, it's been a meh race after he Started after he lost to the lead due to his penalty.
Car was. Hopefully, crew chief Jason Ratcliffe can get that tuned up. You got more, Kim?
Got something on the 19. A little bit of a slow stop for him. No issues
Put
on the
Almirola.
54, but here was Eric's radio after the stop.
Come on, guys. Come on, please. Gosh, we can win this race. Give me one more good one, okay? Just give me one good one.
All right. Break them down to build them up, right? So that's the radio from Team 19. Speeding on the pit lane for Sammy Smith. Uncontrolled tire for the Ford Parker Retzloff. Equipment interference for Jeremy Clements. And the
What if you
Chastain came back down.
most of them weren't speeding? Ooh, lug issue for Chastain. He was running 6th at the end of the stage.
From Eric Almirola versus the dog cussing that we sometimes hear.
Right, yeah.
I think that'll get you further than the opposite.
Kyle Sieg stays out, starts on the inside lane.
Here we go again, the start of stage 3, the second half of the race, or however much can get completed. We're green again. To the inside, Allgaier sending it 3 wide for 3rd. Kyle Sieg sinking back. I don't even know where he started. Started 2nd. Maybe just stayed out. Gets sucked up like a vacuum. Jones 2nd. Almirola 3rd. Allgaier 4th. Love 5th.
Stay just a little bit closer, Denny. Hopefully get us a race here 25 or 30 laps in.
This first lap was crucial for Eric. He restarted, 6th, 3rd on the outside, finds himself now in the top 3, right back where he was basically at the beginning of the last run. So he has rebounded.
Taylor Gray up to 7th now, or is it 8th? The 8th. So Wallace got caught up high, lost 2 spots.
That's a little bit of a risk because if the 28 can get a good launch, it might cost you a spot, but it actually worked out in the 19's favor right there.
Brandon Jones just turned the fastest lap of the race. He's 2nd behind Zilich. You see the Xfinity fastest lap noted in our bumper there with that purple stopwatch.
Oh, we got a race for the caution. We're racing for the win right now, possibly.
It's about the rain, just as it was before.
Inside, you see him sawing on the wheel. These guys worried about rain coming down. You can see a cloud heading this way.
There's Austin Hill, Taylor, and Taylor Gray. Taylor up to 7th.
It's so fast.
Wow, there's a cell starting to form right by the Speedway.
Taylor Gray, he just picked up a spot. He's getting with it on the restart. Up to 7th is the 54. but Austin Hill behind him, Sheldon Creed.
Yeah, Brandon Jones is holding Connor a little more honest this time around. I mean, he is. He's staying right there with him. That's the intensity I was talking about. When they tell you, okay, weather's close, Brandon's giving it all he can right now.
Absolutely, and there's nobody advocating for the amount of rain that's falling right now more than the guy leading the race. Connor Zilic thinks it's raining way harder than anybody else.
Yeah. But if you go to this race last year and you look at the radar, there's no doubt it was raining. And a couple of times we got sprinkles that slowed the event. Actually got a little bit of a red flag for a little bit of time. But eventually we went back, and it really made life so difficult on these teams because they were in their window to pit and make it, but they didn't want to give up the track position because they thought the rain was going to come. This race last year just got crazy, and if we do run this all the way out, everybody going to have to make...
Where's Quapple? You know, I thought he'd do better than he would be right now. I don't think he's earning any stage points. He's in 17th, right ahead of Ryan Truex, the driver who beat him last year.
He is. Like, I think Zilic is the same speed he was earlier, but the 20 is just a little quicker this run than what he was previously.
We got the 9 on pit road here. Looks like you got some sort of issue.
Chastain on pit road.
Yeah, you hate that for Ross Chastain. It's a team that's been so successful when they come to the racetrack, even with Ross, behind the wheel, but not just Ross. I mean, it's been Ross, Shane Van Gisbergen, Daniel Suarez. I mean, it's been a who's who behind the wheel, and they've all been outstanding. But today, having some problem. Bad vibration. He's in front of you.
Vibration.
Yeah, and this may be a terminal problem. A drive shaft or rear end issue is the report from the driver of the 9, Ross Chastain. So see them looking under the race car, but this will probably mark day in for the 9, Cam.
Yeah, also an issue for
Nick Sanchez, no.
maybe the power steering that only could offer was it just locked up on me. You see Sanchez on pit road right now.
We always talk about how abusive this racetrack is. I mean, the drivers fight it, you know that, but on the cars as well.
It's tough on the drivers and the cars. You know, this concrete surface is not forgiving at all. So you're right on the edge at all times. It's one of the most heavy loaded racetracks you go to. So it's really hard on the suspension. You see a lot of failures in that department. So, yeah, the monsters.
It's hard. It's always been the hardest racetracks on equipment. This guy right here, though, Brandon Jones, I think he's better than Connor Zilic. I've seen him moving around
Then
the
catch
racetrack.
up to him.
He lost a little ground. Taking the next 10 or 15 laps. Jones might be there.
Zilic, Jones, Almirola, Allgaier, Love, the top 5. 90 to go at Dover.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, I'm just posting the number of visitors to the Homes.com network this month. It's become the go-to home shopping site.
Got another 14,000.
What?
Gotta go back up. Oh, 17,891.
Just hand me some commas and zeros.
Plus 7.
What?
Oh, that's sweet. 25,000 more. Any reason why you didn't just go with over 100 million or even a billion visits a year?
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Safe like repair.
Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad. Safe like replace.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Get it fixed now and pay later with flexible payment options only at safelight.com. Does your weed killer keep you and your family watching, worrying?
Oh, we got slow cars. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Those are the cars that the list off pit road.
Spray the leaves for
That's Sanchez and Chastain.
1 hour. Spruce works differently by dehydrating the weed down to the roots for dead weeds in just 1 day.
So look, they're just trying to get going, but they're not healthy.
Driveways, done. Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer.
Were they just trying to get to the garage or something?
Change
the infield?
is always happening. It's part of life.
That was wacky.
We want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
There's news.
And there's good news. Like thousands of patients receiving free, life-changing surgeries from volunteer doctors and nurses on hospital ships. All made possible by kindness. We love good news.
Welcome to the Proving Ground. Welcome to fist bumping, cylinder thumping, metal crunching. Some big hits right there. It's all or nothing for 26 weeks of the year.
The wait is finally over.
26.
Welcome to the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
33.
On the CW.
The bad guys are no strangers to a clean getaway, and neither is Connor Zilic. These restarts, he's been outstanding today, and that's what's got him the track position he needs to be dominating this race.
Yeah, gets a great run off the top here. The top is really where you want to be, and especially in these Xfinity cars, and obviously had a big advantage there with Kyle Sieg staying out. He's, looking at the lap times, Brandon Jones is just right there. He needs him to catch a little traffic so he can close this lead in.
Check out more
I wonder how close we are. Well, now we're in the lap traffic. They got one lap car in between them.
On August 1st, get your tickets now. With Jamie McMurray, Denny Hamlin, I am Adam Alexander. Happy you're along for the ride on a Saturday afternoon in Dover, Delaware. It's round 20 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Connor Zilic is leading this thing, and you saw it side by side. The 9 of Ross Chastain, 48, and Nick Sanchez went to the garage. Wanted to pay off for Sanchez. He's having, and Kim talked about this major steering
Good thing
issue.
he won.
I hate it for him because he got that first career win and then backed it up with 2 top 5s in a row, qualified great today. This team has been really impressive.
Big Machine Racing's best year by far, I'd say, given that they actually managed to win a race without a cup driver.
We talked about his average finish over the last 7 races being just over 2. His average running position today, just over 2. A rookie in the series.
I think he's starting to figure it out, Jim.
I think, you know what? I think he's going to make it, guys. It's been so impressive at all these different type racetracks that we've went to, and it's not just what Connor does on the racetrack. I feel like, Denny, when you listen to an interview, you would think he was 30 years old. Absolutely. He sounds so mature when things don't go well. Like with the Shane Van Gisbergen at Chicago, I know what he wanted to say, but you saw him take a deep breath, and he said what he needed to say, right? Just overall has the whole package. Justin Marks has quite the find right there.
Yes, he does. Dale Jr.'s winning now. Justin Marks will continue to win in the future. Let's hear 88.
Trackhouse Racing, the 7th winningest active team, I think, and the 7th team with 10 wins active in the cup. With at least 10 wins active in the Cup Series.
I'm guessing
I'm going to
be okay with a big shower.
I'm going to agree this time that the rain is on its way. It's a little bigger cell than what we had last time. And it is going to rain sooner than later. And these guys, it's going to be fun to watch this, though, because depending on when the rain comes, if you wanted to try to pit on the short side of this to gain some track position because of the lap time, do you stay out? I think if you're these leaders, you're going to have to stay out, knowing that they can run probably 40 or 50 laps more on fuel. That's a long time here.
Yeah, I mean, our bumper's showing 76 to go.
But
I would say
rain.
You can easily go inside of 40 to go before you have
their pit window.
Pit stop.
See Kyle Sieg going a lap down there. So
He stayed out.
Yeah, that's what really hurts. You try to save that set of tires, but if you go a lap down, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter now. That's exactly right.
LeVar Scott now the last driver on the lead lap. He got the free pass at the end of stage 2.
Yeah, and in all fairness, we talked about Eric Almirola and the pace that he had kind of towards the end of the stages. I don't see it this time. And we're going to see as they get into traffic.
Almirola is about 0.7 behind Jones.
Almost 2 seconds
So that's a delta from second to third.
And as I look at the lap times, he's a little bit quicker. But it seemed like where he really gained was in the last 5 to 8 laps.
So if I recall,
So we got a little bit
Dover got crazy last year because of 2 drivers having problems
that he
I
did.
think it was fuel related. It was all Geyer and Creed, and Custer. That's what it took to make the race super crazy at the end. It also gave Quapple his opening to win.
Past where we were lap count wise in those first two stages. What do you have for us, Carla?
Yeah, here with Ross Chastain, your day is done. You felt a vibration, came down. What'd you learn about your car? What happened out there?
The gear broke in our acceptance Chevy.
Oh, like the rear end gear, the track gear. Oh, it's not track gear. Is not a thing. That's a company. Rear end failure.
I hate that for Ross, not only because of what it means to him to try to go out and win in that 9 car, but the other side of that is just how good he is at this racetrack. Made his first Cup start here, and when you look at next gen stats on the Cup side, he's been really, really good at Dover. Connor Zilic leads. We're stepping aside with 72 to go.
All right.
There's a place no map will show you.
Oh, we got a caution. Is this the rain?
And it's for the rain we've been talking
For
about.
the rain.
The heavy stuff is not here yet, but
Yet.
enough to slow the progress. Yeah.
Where's Parker when you need him to check the ground?
That's exactly right. I I hope he's watching.
Another rock, yeah.
You know what his ego's going to do with all the mentions he's getting, and he's not even working today.
Let's hope we get lucky here and this thing kind of dissipates. And that's a lot of the thunderstorms, right, that happen this time of year. You know, they come and they go. And sometimes they move, sometimes they don't. This one's been on the fringe of us for quite some time. And you never know. I mean, some of the drops could be just being blown in here. Not direct. If you look right above us, there's actually not any serious rain clouds right above. It's just over in the distance.
Yeah, and I'm with Denny. It's kind of dissipating like right as it gets to the racetrack. So maybe
it's always nice when that happens.
6:10 Eastern time. Sunset here is 2 hours from now. And that's the window that NASCAR had set, for their darkness time. So if you get rain, last 10, 15, 20 minutes, it's going to take every bit of an hour to get this track dry. Yeah, it does dry. So, we'll see how NASCAR handles this. And I mentioned the sunset rule. It's something that NASCAR went to a couple of years ago. And anytime you can be fighting daylight at a venue that doesn't have lights, they give that drop dead time. And then, so here it's 8:10 Eastern. And once that time hits, leaders get 2 more laps, right? You run a lap, you get the white flag, and then the next time around you see the checkers, no overtimes or anything like that.
Yeah, I think that happened at Loudon where we were all running, and then all of a sudden they said...
That's where Amarola won.
Like, wait, what? Race is over?
Yeah, we don't like surprises.
Free pass here goes to Leland Honeyman Jr. He's 29th. Couple spots up there in front of him. I see Sammy Smith had that speeding penalty, never made it back. He's 24th today. Been disappointing for him. William Swalich continues in the top 10. Tough racetrack, and he's done a nice job.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks in a row. It's good. Been able to
This
put
isn't
it all
and
together.
the intermediate tracks are similar, have not been good to him. So this is a good run.
In 11th after what didn't look like it was going to be a very good practice. That's great.
He came in.
So it's starting to change color. That means the track is starting to get more rain.
But he's 11th, and right now Jeb Burton is 20th, so he would pick up 9 points And things would really tighten up at the cut line with Indianapolis coming next weekend. And you can see, and you heard on the radio, range picking up and the windshield really taking on the precipitation now. Just got a report from NASCAR. They're going to bring the cars down pit
Red
road.
flag.
I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I look at Connor Zilic.
Want to be him.
The muscles that he's been able to flex on the road courses really have not.
This would be his first, for the first time he would win back-to-back races. It'd be his 4th win of the season.
If he's able to come here in his first Xfinity start at Dover and deliver in the fashion he has, just another major statement by this 18-year-old who's checking box after box after box. I'm not promoting the race is over. I'm not saying it's done yet. But I think we have seen so far today that if rain gets us and he's the one that gets another checkered flag, a major statement will once again have been made. With the cars coming down pit road, we will get a break in. 66 to go and a pause in the action. Mother Nature has intervened at Dover.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Sweet.
SafeLight can come to you for free. And our highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home.
All right. Okay. All right, Tommy Joe Martins. It says the rain is getting harder, and everyone up on the spider stand, and everyone up on the spider stand is packing up. We're past halfway. Maybe they'll call it soon. Waiting for the coverage to come back. Almost back.
Rain, NASCAR Xfinity Series racing for the 20th time here in Dover, Delaware. Last couple of years, Ryan Truex has got it done. Rain impacted his victory here a season ago.
We get a call for Zilic soon.
He's won here twice. Allgaier has a chance today if we can get going one more time. And, you know, the weather patterns up here are just odd because of how close we are to the coast. And I know it looks like by the radar it's going to be tough, but you know what? It's not completely blown up over the racetrack, and we got a chance here to catch a break, dry this thing, and continue the race.
My radar is a little
I don't
more
like that radar. I don't like that.
What kind of filters you got going on here? Because my radar looks a little better than that.
But here's what I would say. That's exactly what we were fighting last year, and it blew up, and there was rain here. But you look out, and it's not doing the things here at the track that the radar indicates it's going to do.
It looks like they gave Adam the green crayon right there and just let him go on that. Denny and I on our phone, our radars look a little more optimistic. I think we got a really good shot at getting going again.
Let's hear from the race leader, Connor Zilic.
That's right. He is waiting, as we all are. So Marty said on the radio he wants it to go back green so you guys can beat these guys straight up. How do you feel about that?
I like that. I mean, we came here to race, and we still got 66 laps left in this thing. Selfishly, you know, it would be nice if we called it here, but I feel like our Carolina Carport Chevrolet is as fast as Xfinity Mobile and quick enough to go win this race the right way. So hopefully the rain will stop. It's been a pretty crappy day weather-wise. It rained earlier today, and it decided to rain while we were out on the racetrack. So not very nice of Mother Nature, but if I get it's not too rainy or too wet. So.
How'd that taste?
It was good. It was good. It was good. Yeah, Parker, I don't know where you are, but
he's watching. It's Jamie and Denny in the booth today. I want to talk big picture. We've talked so much about your last 7 races and just the hot streak that you've been on. When you show up at the racetrack, what is the confidence like that do for you as a driver, just showing up to all these different places?
Yeah, it's been awesome, and I feel like even when we missed it a little bit, we're still a top 5 car, and being able to go to the racetrack and know that in the back of your head is definitely comforting, and it's confidence inspiring every weekend. So we're gonna keep knocking these doors down on wins, and we've got 3 so far this year, 4 for the team with Kyle winning at Texas, but still a long season left to go, and a championship hopefully to win at the end of the year.
Thanks, Connor. We'll see what the rain does and ultimately where the 88 ends up today.
I like that he's a team guy, and he remembers that his group won when he wasn't in the car with Larson. And this man, the way he handles his business, no moment's too big for him.
Yeah, I think his ceiling has always been high, but when he started, the floor was lower. Right now, I feel like he just keeps raising it and raising it. And like you said, even on the bad days where they miss the balance, they're still running in the top 5. So, you know, again, he's doing some really, really impressive things. And I think personally, what he's doing on ovals is far more impressive than what he's doing on the road courses.
And I can't imagine how hard it was for him to sit out at Texas. And I know that Kyle Larson is as good of a NASCAR as a driver, period, as you can put in your car. And I think it would be easier to watch him win in your car than probably anybody else because of how good he is. But that had to be.
Well, not right now. I'd say right now I don't think Larson's the best driver in the series. He's in a slump ever since Indy.
It's my team and my car, but I didn't win the race. What he's been able to do, though, since he came back, dude, it's incredible.
I went through the same thing. 2013, I had a back issue, had to sit out, I think, 5 or 6 races.
Vickers was in his car, I think.
It was very hard to watch someone else drive your car, for one. But then the back is one of the most important things you have as a tool for you as a race car driver. That's how you feel the race car. And it usually, when you have a back issue, it takes a little while to get that feel back because your nerves are not necessarily working as good as they were before.
Zilic only taking 1 week off and has been so good ever since then. I think he's had top 5s in all but 1 race since then.
Since he's come back, it's just as impressive as anything I've seen.
Yeah, when you're 18, it must heal a little quicker. Apparently.
Apparently.
Five top twos. I know top twos aren't a stat that we keep a lot.
But
Five
still.
top twos. At Charlotte, he was second to William Byron, who we know what he's capable of. At Nashville, to Justin Allgaier, who's just unbelievable in this series, has been forever. And at Chicago, to Shane Van Gisbergen, when he had it right in
No,
front of him.
finished second.
Look at the fifth.
Pocono wins. Sonoma wins.
Not to take anything away from Suarez, but he was the fastest car.
Let's look back at his 3 victories. All started Austin, Texas. Circuit of the Americas. He had already won last year in his first start at Watkins Glen, so the bar had been set high. What was impressive about Watkins Glen and Coda, he had penalties to overcome. Then he goes to Pocono, does what he does with Dale Jr. on the pit box last weekend in Sonoma, having to fight through, having one of the best behind him, and that being Shane Van Gisbergen, and now what he's doing here today.
His biggest problem is he needs to slow down, right? I mean, if you look at, the practice wreck that he had at Chicago, he's just so fast, but he's 18, and I feel like, in general, people forget how young Connor is and that you're going to make some mistakes, but his goods just significantly
outweigh the bads.
Any struggles that he might have, and being the fastest guy by a second at Chicago and then wrecking the car, you shouldn't do that. But there's a lot of guys that would like to be in that position.
For now, the Connor Zillett show is over. I'm sure we'll get back to it momentarily. Let's get an update. Team 19. Here's Kim.
Almirola.
Yeah, currently running in the second position. Finished both of the first 2 stages in second. So if we go back green, what do you have for Zillage?
He's fast. I wish I could swap places with him and have some clean air for our Toyota GR Supra. I feel like we're pretty evenly matched with him. He fires off a little bit better, obviously, in clean air. And the longer the run goes, it seems like I can match his pace for a little bit. And then when he gets to traffic, I feel like I'm a little bit better than he is. So, I don't know. I'm having fun. It's been a while since I've been back in the race cars. So, I'm having fun. I'm working pretty hard. I'm hot. But it's fun. I love coming to Dover. It's one of my favorite racetracks. So I feel like we're just one small adjustment from being able to go up there and battle with them. But honestly, if we had clean air, I feel like we could match them. So not sure what'll happen here. Not with the weather, and are we going to pit? Are we not going to pit? Are we going to keep running on these tires? But I feel pretty good about it.
At the end of stage 2, you did have a slow stop, and while you blew off a little steam, more importantly, you cheerleaded your pit crew, and you told them what you guys think they're capable of. Why was it important to encourage them?
Well, I mean, I want, I know what we're capable of. We've been through this before, and this group is a great group. We've won races, and they're one of the best groups on pit road. We just got to be perfect. The JRM cars, you guys have seen it, right? You have to be perfect to beat them, and we can't handicap ourselves 5-6 spots and beat them. They're too fast. So got to be able to race them heads up and come off pit road and try and get some clean air.
The series demanding perfection if you want to find victory lane.
So guys, a couple of things that I pick up on out of that interview is first off, and we reference this when they had the bad pit stop, is we hear a lot of guys just lose their mind on their pit crew. And I'm not going to pick on Kevin Harvick, but I will real quick. Kevin was really bad about that, right? Getting frustrated, wanting to fire guys while you're in the car. I think there's a lot to be said for his mental attitude towards that, because if you're a pit crew member, you're the first guy that knows things didn't go well, right? And you're embarrassed that you haven't done the job that you know that you can do, and to have the driver or the crew chief come on and then just whip you again, that doesn't help anything. I love his attitude. The other thing, Denny, that I'm curious your take on this is he's not in the car every week, and I don't think that we can appreciate how hard it is to get in and compete with guys that do this every single week.
Well, I think that's where the frustration probably stems from, right? Hey, I only get so many shots at this, right?
Yeah.
Let's have it together when I get in there. If you want to mess up with the other guys, do it. But we can't overlook too, Eric Almirola has a leadership role at JGR. So he wants to set a good example. He's mentoring these young guys at JGR, both in the Cup and in the Xfinity Series. So he's trying to set a good example to say, this is how you should do it.
Well, he gets an A in my book today.
And I would say give an A to the guy he's talking to here, Seth Chapka, the crew chief, because it's, as a driver, you're motivated. You want to take the most of an opportunity when you're running part-time. As a crew chief, it's a mix of young and old, and they have produced some great results. They were top 5 last week with Riley Herbst behind the wheel. We know what they've done with Eric Almirola. Justin Bonsignor, who doesn't have a lot of experience when he's
Be in a
come
modified race
has done
tonight.
some impressive things, so I love the leadership on the box. Let's go down to Carla.
Yeah, here with Justin Allgaier, started in the back of the field, now in 4th. How much fun was that just during the first 2 stages into the 3rd stage to drive through the field?
Well, I got to say a big thank you and a huge hats off to everybody at Junior Motorsports, especially the 7 team. The effort that they put in to get this car turned around from hitting the wall in qualifying, which, pulling a rookie mistake as a veteran isn't always the greatest thing in the world. So to see all the effort and all the different crew shirts from everybody at Junior Motorsports pitching in to get this car back on the racetrack, and then to have as fast of a logistics Chevrolet as we've had. I mean, to be able to drive through the field like we did, I think twofold. Number one, it was great to do that, and knowing that we had speed to do that. It probably didn't allow me to get a great read on our balance, and on that first pit stop, we made an adjustment, and I don't know, it just didn't react the way that we wanted it to, and so the team's gone to work, and pit stops have been incredible today. Eddie DeHaant called a great race from up top, and Jim Pullman has done a great job on the pit box as always. So, it's hard when you put yourself behind, and you know what's at play, and so for us to be able to come through, get stage points in that first stage, and then to be sitting 4th right now. I'm hoping the rain goes away. I don't know that we got anything for the 3 in front of us, but if it does rain out, cool to see Junior Motorsports get a win. If not, hopefully we can get our 7 car up there and battling for a win and put one of the 2 of us in victory lane.
You mentioned the 3 in front of you. Right before you came over here, you were talking to Brandon Jones. Y'all were kind of laughing about something. What were y'all talking about?
Yeah, we were talking about the restart before when the 28 stayed out. I don't think any of us had that on our bingo card. It's going to be how the restart went. And, I think in our position, do you take the inside behind them? Do you take the outside? And, looking at where the 19 netted out, I would say the outside was probably a better choice. But, anything can and will happen on these restarts. And it's when you're in those moments, you want to try to get all you can, but not being able to pull out until the start-finish line puts you at a really big deficit, especially as slow as they kind of got fired off. So we were definitely not as fast as Xfinity Mobile in that regard. But throughout the course of the day, I think there's definitely been some speed and been some things that, we've done a good job of to get ourselves to the front. And now we just got to manage these restarts and, hopefully if we get back going, and I think we'll be in good shape.
If we do get back going, what are some things that are on the forefront of your mind that you got to think about?
Well, number one, first and foremost, I think you got to think about lane choice, right? Where are you going to restart, especially the caliber of cars that we're around right now. I think you also, if we do have to make a pit stop, what does that final adjustment look like, right? We're going to go another 66 laps. So, that's not a short run. And we're going to have to make adjustments that either A, are good for that 66, or, it could be broken up into a bunch of cautions. You never really know. So I think that there's a lot of strategy that plays into a late caution like this, especially when it's a red flag, and you got to make the most of it.
Rain last year cost he and Cole Custer a chance to win because they had to play the guessing game with the radar and how everything was going to play out. Maybe today, Mother Nature introduces an opportunity for Justin Allgaier to take one here at Dover. And if he gets it, likely going to steal it from that guy. Connor Zillett said, "Let it rain." He leads under the red flag here at the Monster Mile.
New to Toyota Gazoo Racing, there are a lot of unofficial rules. Rules like only pass cars on the left. Don't drive on the grass. When you win, be humble. And you know what they say, rules are made to be broken. You in?
My oldest daughter, Camilla, she came out fighting. 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on, 5 different medications. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx can save you a lot of money. Save you that extra $200-300 a month. You do the math. The money we're able to save with using GoodRx, we're able to do all these extra activities. She can hit hard, too, for a little skinny thing. So it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
the
Okay.
track.
The
because
besties,
he
Zillich
continued
and
to sprinkle
Love
different
talking
portions
with
of
each
this
other.
racetrack. Now the rain has stopped. Jet dryers are out, and we didn't lose the track by any stretch of the imagination. So we're hopeful we can dry this thing up and finish it out to its scheduled distance, 66 laps to go, with Connor Zillich leading. You know, we talk standings, and here we are today as we started this race, 7 races to go to the playoffs. And off the top, we talked about how tight things are at the cut line. Harrison Burton, you know, it's interesting. If you look at Harrison Burton, he's been within 16 points of the cut all season long. He was plus 16 after Atlanta way back at the beginning of the year. Entered today 16 below, but he's been outperforming his cousin so far this afternoon, only 7 out as we sit here under the red flag.
And I said during the practice and qualifying show we did earlier when they showed the graph of Harrison Burton every race, right? Like plus 16, minus 16, always in that window. I'm like, that's the most stressed out guy in the entire garage area, because making the playoffs is huge. And when you're on that cut line, that's all you think about all week. And then every time there's a stage break, you're looking at those guys you're racing like, how many points did they get? Where are we at now? And your whole life revolves around that, and it's so stressful.
But I gotta wonder though, entering the season, was it really on that team's radar to make the playoffs?
It's been amazing to see the difference over there.
But, you know, you made that point of just what a great job they've done organizationally of elevating their play. And if you look statistically, it's not even close to where they've been in the past. The guy talking to Harrison here, Danny Eflin, has been huge. And the way he's managed some of these races and said, you know what, we're going to run long here and take stage points, whatever the case may be. They have nickel and dime this thing on days when they didn't have their best race car. And the other thing I would say is Harrison did a great job as a leader, because they hired him as a driver, and then they kind of started leaning on him to help make decisions. And so they put a lot of great personnel together that have got them in this position. It's been outstanding. And, hey, we love Jeb Burton, too. And he was inches from winning at Talladega and having a spot in the playoffs. But this is a battle, no doubt, that down the stretch of the regular season is going to be very interesting to watch.
And I think that's a great point you bring up. When you go back to Talladega and you saw the frustration, the emotion in Jeb Burton, this is why.
He knew that moment was so big.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so here we are, 2 months later, and he's on that cut line thinking, man, what 2 feet would have done for me at Talladega.
Hey, as we race here this weekend in Dover, we do so in the NASCAR community with heavy hearts. Lost a great one
Rex
this
White.
week. Rex White passed away.
1960 champion,
Hall of Famer,
26 wins,
NASCAR
all-owner driver,
champion,
in his number 4
someone that meant
Chevrolet.
so much to the history of the sport. Our condolences, thoughts, and prayers to his family. Rex White passed away at the age of 95.
Welcome to the 100-degree sweat test. Secret clinical versus ordinary antiperspirant. Turn up the heat. Looks like ordinary antiperspirants can't take the heat. Ordinary antiperspirants can't fight sweat better than Secret Clinical. Try new Secret Clinical Strength Spray.
This sweater? New? No. I've washed it 30 times with Persil. The color's still vibrant for outlaid alcohol. Outside, it's vibrant wash after wash. Clothes look newer for longer with Persil.
Cancer isn't me. It's something I treat. And the less time I spend treating my cancer, the better. This is me.
Discover an injectable immunotherapy, Opdivo Qvantig, for certain previously treated adults whose kidney cancer has spread. Unlike an infusion that takes 30 minutes, Opdivo Qvantig lets you receive treatment quickly in as little as 3 minutes. Opdivo Qvantig is an immunotherapy that works with your immune system to help fight cancer. Opdivo Qvantig can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation. Opdivo Qvantig can harm your unborn baby.
A chance to live longer. A treatment that's faster.
Ask your doctor about Opdivo Qvantig. See OpdivoQvantig.com for more information.
That's my team out there.
If our network goes down, lives are at stake.
Our comms have to work.
or the mission won't.
That's why we partner with Verizon Frontline, the network that truly prioritizes first responders.
So we don't worry about getting through. And they're the most reliable 5G network in America.
Out here, reliability is everything.
Extreme or routine, Verizon Frontline delivers.
The #1 network choice in public safety. Learn more. Your mission is our purpose.
That's nothing. We've got new bounty. It's 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. And one sheet holds up better while ordinary brands fall apart.
It's kind.
Get more done with one. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
I said this earlier, we did not lose the track, and they're out there drying this thing. Incredibly optimistic we'll get them rolling once again. As long as those little false returns we've been seeing on the radio don't turn into something more materialized and we get more rain. As we wait it out, let's hear from Brandon Jones. Dylan?
Yeah, he got flames shooting out of their jet dryers.
Having a nice day so far in the JGR 20. Who were you roughing up out here, or who roughed you up? Maybe that's the better question.
I think these really young kids, maybe the one in the 88, likes to eat donuts because he tried to get me one down, I guess, well, it was in 1 and 2. But no, just running hard, trying to get position. I think track position is so big right now. I wish we would could get back going. I think clean air is big. Our guys have been doing a fantastic job on pit road and doing a really good job of gaining the spot. So I feel like we can come and get us a stop. I think we're going to get our track position back and hopefully take off and maybe get going again. But I've been really happy with the speed so far. Been doing a really good job getting some stage points again. So all in all, been happy with it. I'm hoping we get going again. We've got Schultz and Menards on our GR Supra. So far, it's been as fast as Xfinity Internet. So hopefully we can keep that up and show what we got to end.
We talked a little bit earlier today about just the road course schedule and the kind of difficulty of finishing the last few weeks. This has been a really solid, just all-around run for you. How nice is that to just be able to kind of put a solid race together again?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, if it were to end, this is a 50-point day for us, so that's a really big deal. But yeah, it's just been nice to stay in that top 3 all day, really, and have a chance to continue to see the leaders and hopefully watch them make a mistake and be able to capitalize on that. I think that's what you got to do to win these races. You got to stay at least in the top 3 or top 5 and be competitive enough to when they make mistakes, you can capitalize on them.
He's right there, Brandon Jones, sitting in the 3rd spot as we speak.
He can see the front, no doubt about it. And I just love the fact that he referenced all these young kids.
Right.
I know it feels like he's been around a while. He's only 28.
Only. But he's been in the Xfinity series for about 10 years.
That's a good thing later in life, too. As you get a little
Absolutely.
older, yeah.
You know what's interesting about Brandon Jones? I find that he does the best on the hardest racetracks.
Isn't it crazy?
Darlington?
Yes.
Dover?
Yeah.
It's like these are the toughest tracks that we go to, and it seems like that's where he performs the best.
He works
I
hard.
thought that earlier. I mean, he wins at the track Too Tough to Tame, and today he's knocking on the door of taming the monster. Carla?
Yeah, here with Jesse Love right now, and you're currently 5th. What'd you like about your run out there before the rain hit?
My pit crew passed all the race cars for me. They're doing a great job today. My pit crew's just fast Xfinity Mobile, and I feel like our car's pretty good. And this place is so weird. It's my favorite racetrack we come to, but I feel like my balance starts tight, and then I get loose, and then I'm plowing tight, and then I'm sideways, and then I'm pretty good for a couple laps, and I'm back doing something else. So it's so interesting how the concrete reacts to rubber at this place, and when you start laying rubber on rubber, how your balance changes. But overall, we have speed throughout the run. I don't feel like we're quite where we need to be to win the race, but I would love the chance if we get back on green to have an opportunity to make something happen. I feel like if I can get to clean air, I could outrace them. But right now, we're just kind of in a lull in that 4th to 5th range. So we'll try to make something happen to get back going green. Maybe that pit crew can do another good pit stop, and we can get back going.
I saw you talking to Connor Zillage earlier. We know you two are buddies. Were you talking about the cookie that y'all ate last night with the ice cream? I think you posted this on X. What's the explanation behind this?
Well, me and Connor, we went golfing after Tech yesterday, and I beat his ass. I mean, it wasn't even a contest. And then he wanted to drown his sorrows in Chili's, so we went to Chili's in support of Carson Osavar and got 2 triple dippers, which was not easy on the stomach. And it was funny. I've never seen somebody down it was like a strawberry lemonade as fast as Connor. I mean, he was drunk on strawberry lemonade. It was the craziest thing. It was like the
Because
second
you can't
I sat
get drunk
down,
on alcohol.
he chugged it and was gone, and he got like 3 more. So, yeah, we ended up getting that cookie skillet, which was not good for my lake day figure, but I
I'm feeling it this morning. I woke up this morning and felt like crap. So I'm gonna try to keep working it off here in this
Terrified
race
to crap.
burn off some more calories.
Yeah, strawberry lemonade, guys. Adam, I guess you can get drunk off that when you're not of age, right?
I've never felt so old in my life.
Oh, yeah.
I do right at this. I don't remember ever ordering a lemonade.
By the way,
strawberry lemonade.
Zillich isn't of age, but he does have a birthday coming up. He'll be 19. He'll be 19 on Tuesday.
I was all about
Tuesday? Well, a win would be a great birthday gift.
I could have participated in that.
But we got an hour and a half until darkness, and then I still need to eat dinner. So I will not be doing a modified stream.
Yeah, Ryan Sieg came into this race looking for a good day after the last few weeks. Currently running 6th. We hope to go back green. If we were to stop now, though, are you happy with 6th, or is there more out there on the racetrack for you and this team?
Oh, definitely more out there for us. We want to get back going. It looks like it's going to be all right, so I'm excited to finally get things on the right track, what we needed. We've struggled with the past 3 weeks, but we finally brought a car as fast as Xfinity Mobile, and things are working out for us. So hopefully the rain will hold out, and we'll be able to get a stop done and get a few more spots, maybe contend with 19 and 88, but it's going to be tough. Just need some momentum, things to go our way, and we got 7 races left, so 6 after this one. So I'm excited to get there and get as many points and try to get a win at Indy or something, you know.
I like it, a win at Indy. Remember Matt Noyes telling me before this race that once we get to Watkins Glen, so once we get through today, Indy, and then Iowa, they'll have a better picture of where they stand and what they need to do to be playoff bound.
It's like deal or no deal, right? And he said, no, I don't want 6th. I want more. I think I would just take the briefcase in hand and run with the money.
What's in the bank?
That's right.
Yep.
I would take a 6th today. Back on the positive side of it. And as we sit right now, he's 30 below the cut line. Drying the track here at Dover. Hopefully we can get rolling again soon on CW.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. If you feel held back,
We have an hour and a half or so.
And it looks like
Hold on. I see something from Skid.
we've got a hijack on our hands, courtesy of Mr. Snake. The bad guys may claim to be going good, but old habits are hard to break. Don't miss the bad guys, too.
Oh, it's a custom animation. Okay, that's cool. From the bad guys too. I like that though. Like that's good cross marketing, having them interact with something from something from I haven't heard of something from the race and the movie. I think is good cross promotion. with like movie cars, just as an example. I don't mean like the movie Cars. I mean sponsorship from Cars, from sponsorship of the movie on the car. Maybe have them appear at the track, some capacity.
One till the red flag, but in all seriousness, one, we really do appreciate you being here and hanging out during the red flag. But as you watch some of your career highlights, you've been doing this a long time. What is your reaction to that? It's got to make you feel good.
I love winning.
There you go.
The highlight reels aren't 2.5 minutes long.
That's right.
Pretty long. There's a lot
We
of
couldn't
wins
run
in
that in the pre-race. We didn't have enough time, actually.
Of course. No, it's amazing. I couldn't imagine I'd be in the sport this long, much less have the wins that the special Daytona 500s and whatnot. But gosh, it's time has flown. I feel like my rookie season was just not that long ago, but here I am now, 20 years into this thing.
I heard him say 20 years in, and we referenced that Connor is 18.
Yeah, not going to be 19.
Think about that. That's hard to believe you've been racing as long as in the Cup Series. Not just racing, but in the Cup Series.
And these young guys keep getting harder and harder to beat. The training starts earlier. I mean, back when I used to race, when I was coming up, you couldn't, you had to wait till 8 years old to get in a go-kart. Couldn't get in anything with fenders on it till you were 16 years old. Nowadays, that number's
10.
Yeah,
10, 12.
It's amazing. They have so much experience now. They're so good. It's tough to beat young guys like this.
There's being in good shape, and then there's being in race shape. And sometimes over the years, racers have kind of cheated that because they were in good race shape. But you're in unbelievable physical condition. How has your workout routine over the years changed so you can continue to be competitive and handle
Good
comes
thought.
your way over a grueling
Usually when you hit your mid-40s, that's where your abilities
doing it as long as I have, I'm
kind of
acclimated to the heat, right? I don't get bothered
tapers
by
off.
the heat quite as much. It's having the G-forces of constantly going left all the time. Probably everything on my right side is a little stronger, So it just, your body gets used to it. Now, that's one thing that I would always say is that, for an average person to get inside these race cars, it just couldn't happen. They couldn't stand the heat. They couldn't stand the G-forces. I mean, I was in awe just watching Xfinity practice earlier. I'm going over the racetrack, and I'm looking. I'm like, they're flying by, and I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I cannot believe we do that.
Yeah, that I'm getting ready to do that in just a second.
It's amazing how talented these race car drivers are, and man, it's just all I've ever done, and it's all I've ever known. It's all my body's ever known. I do like to enjoy though, and some of that, skillet. Cooking.
Okay,
So,
we're all on the same page.
What about when you look back at that highlight reel? Like, they had to bring back some memories. What's maybe best win, favorite memory of your career up to this point?
First win in Richmond, 2009, was
Home race.
Just my home track. That one meant a lot. And then it would probably be 2016 Daytona 500.
First Daytona 500.
Closest
Closest finish in the race ever.
We won it coming from 4th or 5th on the last lap, to just weaving through there and making it happen. It's just that holds special moments for me. 2019 with JD Gibbs, he passes, we win that race. With Joe Gibbs Racing runs 1, 2, 3. There's just a lot of special moments that I've had. I never take any of them for granted.
You never know, when the end is and how long you're going to do it.
He's at 57 wins. He's won 3 times this season. Martinsville, Darlington, Michigan.
Such a high level at your age. I mean, won 3 times this year, and you just continue to get it done, and that's really special to see the longevity of it. and the finishing strong as you head down the stretch of your career. So the umbrellas are back out. We did get some sprinkles while we were talking here. We'll continue to monitor everything that's happening with the track and stay with it. We're hopeful to get this thing dried out, get back green flag racing, 66 to go.
All right.
Red flag for rain. Connor Zilic is your race leader. More coverage live from Dover, Delaware on CW. Stick with us, please.
Before you go to extremes to fix sagging and wrinkles with expensive injections, try this first.
Oh yeah, so I've been playing a lot of playing Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Firmer in 2 weeks without painful prices.
Shout out to the one person who's still in the chat.
When you wash with Snuggle, your loved ones will feel at home. On center stage, at the school dance, or away from home. Cuddly softness, long-lasting familiar freshness. That's the Snuggle promise. Snuggle, the comfort of home.
Are you sick of tire dressings that start out greasy and quickly fade and brown over time?
Introducing Cerakote's Rapid Ceramic Tire Coat. Cerakote's true ceramic technology has just the right amount of shine and lasts up to 10 times longer than traditional dressings. Just wipe it on to get professional showroom shine without the greasy mess that slings on your vehicle. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling family of products with over 60,000 5-star reviews.
This is the best tire coat and protectant you'll ever use, guaranteed.
Buy today for under $20.
Next Level dog people give their dogs next level protection with NexGuard Plus. One and done monthly parasite protection against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms. Used with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. Get next level protection with NexGuard Plus.
Dry, brittle hair? New Pantene Damage Repair formulas are infused with provitamins, argan, and jojoba oils to repair weak inner hair bonds for stronger, healthier hair. Without the $90 price tag, it's intensive care for your hair. Pantene.
July 27th, the CW goes bananas when the Savannah Bananas come to the CW in their broadcast network debut. This isn't your grandpa's baseball. This is Banana Ball.
Back-to-back double trick plays. That is beautiful Banana Ball.
Experience the greatest show in sports.
Showtime. Thank you very much. Sliding catch.
The Savannah Bananas take on the Texas Tailgaters. Sunday, July 27th at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific, live only on the CW.
Sometimes it's the smallest details that make the biggest difference and shape everything you feel. Experience the feeling for yourself at the Lincoln Summer Invitation. Right now, get 0% APR financing with 0 down and no payments for up to 90 days on select Lincoln vehicles.
J.D. Power has ranked Nissan #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands. And to celebrate, you can now get in one of these award-winning SUVs with 0% APR for 60 months. The all-new turbocharged Nissan Murano, the rugged Nissan Pathfinder, and the best-selling Nissan Rogue. Visit Nissan today and drive away in an award-winning SUV.
Get 0% APR financing for 60 months on select popular models, or get a low $359 per month lease on Murano.
Buy now and take the rest of the year off
without paying.
Yes, now at Rick Case Kia, buy payment free until 2026. Hundreds of new Kias at our guaranteed lowest price with no money down and no payments till next year. Or choose 0% for 60 months and only Rick Case doubles your factory warranty to 20 years, 200,000 miles. Plus, if you buy now, you're in the clear
till next year.
Payment free till 26. Now at Rick Case Kia, Sunrise Boulevard at the Sawgrass.
CW Sports back live in Dover, Delaware. Today, the NASCAR Xfinity Series racing here for the 79th time. You know, we've been racing here since that first Xfinity season back in 1982. This track has been a staple. We've seen some bizarre races here, some crazy crashes, and I'm not going to put today anywhere near the top of the list, but it has been an odd day because you knew there was a chance of some rain. We get practice and qualifying in this morning. You're like, this is going to be fine. Then we get a rain shower this afternoon. Green racetrack. We start the event. It looks like everything's going to be okay. And then 66 laps to go. We got a shower, enough that we had to stop them and put the red flag in the air, but it was never enough rain to lose the track. We started drying the track after the sprinkles ended, and then it started raining again.
Oh, come on. Race is over? I just...
Now, there are some umbrellas out.
Boo.
Unfortunately, we continue in this whole
Come on.
7 o'clock
Like,
Eastern time.
you made us wait an hour, like an hour.
And I just got word. This race has been made official.
Well, Zilich wins his 4th race of the season. The BetRivers 200, the 5th of his career. Why'd you make us wait an hour? Come on. It's not even raining anymore. It's not freaking raining. Ah! Oh, wait, the rain returned 7 minutes ago. Never mind. Oh, come on. Oh, God. Well, that's it.
First of all, I hate that we couldn't finish the race the right way.
But, you know what? I get to go eat dinner, so that's the good part. Congrats to Zilich. He's now the winningest driver on the season. First rookie to win 4 races since Ty Gibbs in 21.
It feels so good to win with the Carolina Carports car again. We were really good at Martinsville and couldn't get it done, and our car was as fast as Xfinity Mobile today, and we capitalized on all fronts and had good pit stops both stages and put ourselves in a position to be in the right spot when the rain fell. So very thankful. But yeah, like I said, wish I could have finished this one out, but still feels to get our 4th win. Feels good to get our 4th win of the year.
And you set yourself apart with that 4th win. Have you legitimately started to think about yourself as a championship contender?
I mean, we've known that we've had a shot at it all year long, and you know, we've known the speed was there, but it feels good to finally be getting these wins and these good finishes. We just got to keep it going, though. I mean, it's still a long season left in front of us, and still a long way to go, but it certainly feels good to get our 4th win this early in the year.
And finally, at Pocono, you joked that your team told you hadn't won at an oval because Pocono's a triangle. What do you have to say to them now?
Hey, they got nothing against me now, so I won on a 4-corner track, which that's a first for me, so I'll take it.
Connor Zilich, a win here at Dover.
You know, if he had led 10 or 12 laps and won.
Okay, race is over. Well, okay then. So, Connor Zilich wins, Almirola 2nd, Jones 3rd, Allgaier 4th, Love 5th, Sieg 6th, Sheldon... Kyle Segan 7th? That can't be right. Did I not update it? It is right. Sheldon Creed 8th, Sawalich 9th, Eck is 10th. Wow. So that is the top 10. Okay, tomorrow is the Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 400 on the Cup side. We'll see if that can get off without any rain. Modifieds are tonight at 8:30. Also tomorrow, MotoGP at the Czech Grand Prix at the Brno circuit. At 8 a.m. in IndyCar at noon, and more modifieds at 3:30. So that is that. Thanks to everyone who showed up. Well, sorry it ended like that, but I can't really control it. BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good one.